Hi guys, this is Doug with Dojomatic hopping on here for you. Wanted to talk about Dojomatic. And Dojomatic is your answer to a customer funnel or a customer journey. Now, most of us don't have time to be able to sit down and create a proper flow system that goes out to each stage that a customer takes as we try to work them their way into our schools. So we know it usually starts as a prospect, whether they find us on our website or they find us on Facebook, whatever it might be. So we have to have a specific customer journey set up for that person. And that journey has to include emails, text messages, and phone calls. And for most of us, again, if we can set up an automation, we're setting up something small. So they might get, hey, we appreciate your inquiry about our kids' martial arts program or something like that. After that, what is it that we're doing to touch with that customer each day after that? And are you setting up multiple touches during the course of a day? Are you sending an email and a text message and a phone call? If you do these things, then you're going to have success in your school. If you don't do these things, you're not going to be as successful as you can. So one of the great things about Dojomatic from Dojomatic is the fact that it signed up 100 appointments for Apex Martial Arts in Warren Robins, Georgia, last month in May. So it absolutely killed that. And part of that also included the outgoing number of phone calls that were made for Apex. And if I remember correctly, that was over 700 of those. And our website numbers also improved. So people are also getting to see our information more. So again, those constant touches going back to that customer. And for our prospect journey, we have touches that will last up to 2 weeks. We found that anything that's past 2 weeks, they've already lost touch. They're no longer a warm lead or a hot lead. They've gone into a cold lead. But we do want to keep information feeding to them. So unless they request to come off our mailing list, we continue to send them information about everything else that goes on in our schools, just not specifically about kids martial arts, if that's what they were interested in to begin with. Now, Dojomatic also has a funnel that happens. So what's the next step? They've become a prospect. We've talked to them. So now we want them to come into the school. So whether you set up a trial or whether you set up a tour, we have a funnel system that's going to take care of that as well. We want to make sure that we have several touches with them to remind them of the time that they've scheduled with us to be in that location. So let's say we got an appointment scheduled for 5 o'clock this afternoon. We're going to send them we're going to send them some information, some emails, text messages, and follow-up phone calls the day of and the day before the event or their appointment to say, hey, just wanted to make sure that we're going to see you at Thursday at 5 p.m. If there's any questions or if you need to change anything, reach back out to us, call us or text us at kind of thing. And it makes it real easy for the customer to be able to remember that, oh yeah, I've got an appointment, because their lives are so busy they don't always keep up with all that stuff. I mean, same thing's true for me. Constantly bouncing around from one thing to another, one place to another, and trying to keep up with everything is hard. So, I'm setting alarms like crazy on my phone so everything will go off okay. And our customers, our clients, are exactly in the same shape, except they also have small children, which makes it 10 times as bad. So if you have small kids, you know what I'm talking about. When mine were small, it was a mess. All right. From there, we want to make sure that they've gotten to the school, they've gotten to the appointment, and that's where Dojomatic, that's where we end what we do, and we're very good at that. Again, 100 appointments that were set up for Apex Martial Arts last month in May, and that's not something that you have the time to be able to do properly. And that's what Dojomatic will do for you. So it's that series of customer touches that allows us to keep in touch with them, to remind them about our brand, to keep them involved in communicating with us. And we have a very specific way of this communication. We work so that it's interactive. We want them to respond to us. We don't want to just send them information about kids martial arts and, it's good for discipline and integrity and it's honest and, and these kind of things. They know all that stuff already. Really what they want their kid to do is they want them just to have fun. So that's really kind of what we want to do as well. We want to make sure they have fun. We get them in the door, and when we get them in the door, it's up to you to make sure that they have fun, teaching a great class that you've had more time to focus on, because you don't have to constantly have something where you're sending emails, text messages, and making phone calls to these customers over and over again. Let Dojomatic do that for you. So if you have any questions about Dojomatic and how it works, feel free to reach out. You can set a comment down in one of these groups that is going to be this recording is going to be in, or you can reach out to Doug at dojomaxrocks.com and just hit me up and we'll go from there. So just wanted to let you guys know that we're working hard to save you time and make you money. And I think I said that backwards, but time is really becoming the more important thing for me personally. So I usually put that first. And want to make sure that we are able to save time for you so that you can do the things that you want to do, not the things that you have to do. You want to teach a class? Teach a class. You don't want to teach a class? Don't worry about it. You want to go watch your kid do a piano recital or a play or a football game or whatever, then you have the opportunity to be able to do that because Dojo Max and Dojomatic are on your side helping you out to become more and more successful. Again, any questions, feel free to reach out, Doug at dojomaxrocks.com. We'll see you with something new next week on Thursday.